Introducing the 2013 Chevrolet Cruze Eco, a very practical, extremely fuel-efficient, comfortable compact sedan that screams affordability. And affordability is one of the reasons why it is Chevrolet's best-selling car around the world. So join me as we learn more about why this vehicle was named one of the best family cars of 2012, coming up next on this episode of Everyman Driver. First introduced in 2011, the Chevy Cruze is on a mission to make a long-term statement, and in terms of holding its value, it's on the right track. On the outside, the Cruze features Chevrolet's golden signature face, a two-tier grille with the gold bow tie logo. Its arching roofline connects a steeply raked windshield and fast-sloping rear pillars that provide a sporty, coupe-like proportion, so in a word, aerodynamic. Prominent headlamp housings wrap around the corners and sweep upward into the fenders and hood. My Tester sports 17-inch lightweight aluminum wheels, which are planted at the corners with minimal front and rear overhangs, which makes the car appear longer. We'll check out the interior and take it for a spin in a moment, but first, let's learn more about what makes it move. I've asked Graham Leonards with Dave Smith Motors in Kellogg, Idaho to join us as we go under the hood of the Cruze Eco to learn more about its performance and engine. And Graham, it's a small vehicle, but here under the hood, it packs a very powerful economic punch. Talk about this Ecotech engine.
Absolutely, thank you, Dave. What we're seeing here in Chevrolet's Cruze Eco is a 1.4 liter variable valve timing Ecotech turbo 4-cylinder. That's allowing us to get a whopping 138 horsepower and even 148 foot-pounds of torque. So when you need it, it has quite the pickup and get up and go.
Talk about the ride and handling, and there's something very special about right here in the grille.
Oh, absolutely. Ride, fabulous. What they did with the Eco is they integrated something not only in what you mentioned here, with the vehicle itself, but it's actually a lowered suspension. And in the front here, to go hand in hand with that suspension, there's an active grille shutter system. What that does, it'll actually close the front grille here to basically decrease the drag, not to mention with that lowered suspension to allow for higher fuel mileage in the vehicle. The benefit, you're seeing higher fuel mileage. Also, to go with that, if the engine compartment itself gets a little too hot, those active grille shutters will actually open up automatically to increase the cooling in there.
And it's also lower to the ground and 17-inch wheels?
Yes, the 17-inch wheels that are on here, different than what you would normally get on the 16-inch wheels in an LS, LT, or LTZ model. They're about 21 pounds lighter. So not to mention, there's the lighter rims that go with this vehicle, the active grille shutter system, and even under the hood here, there's metal pans that actually are put in specific areas to increase the airflow through the vehicle so it's not getting caught up in those spaces.
And there's a buzzword going around the car industry, and it's the word hybrid. And this vehicle does not have a battery, but it is very hybrid-esque. Talk about the fuel economy for this.
Fuel economy, we're seeing up to 42 miles per gallon.
That's
in
impressive.
The Cruze Eco. Yeah, it's crazy because not to mention that, but you're saving money in addition to getting the higher miles per gallon is what you would typically see in a hybrid vehicle. Right here, we're looking at starting at the 19,000 range, just in a base Chevrolet's Cruze Eco.
So we're looking at a compact car in a very competitive marketplace getting more than 40 miles per gallon on the highway, and it doesn't include a battery. Who is the typical customer for the vehicle like this?
Typical customer, you'd see anybody that wants to basically save themselves initially when they're buying a vehicle from spending the spendy hybrid cost of a vehicle and getting higher miles per gallon. That could be anyone who's going off to college starting off, a family who wants a vehicle that they're traveling far for work and they want something that's cheaper to begin with but has higher miles per gallon than what they would in any other standard vehicle, and to get up and go when they need it.
Graham, very exciting for 2013. All right, thanks very much.
Thank you, Dave.
For a compact sedan that prides itself on fuel economy and safety, it sure has some high-quality interior materials and features. For one, you have a leather-wrapped steering wheel and leather-trimmed shift lever. The instrument panel features richly detailed instruments backlit with LED technology. The integrated center stack houses the infotainment display, featuring, in this case, the latest in mobile technology like the available Chevrolet MyLink radio with 7-inch diagonal color touchscreen. all of which really does blend harmoniously in with the landscape. There's one element the Cruze has yet to upgrade, and that's the ignition switch. They're still sticking with the key versus a push button. One of the ways Chevy has reduced the weight of the Cruze is by eliminating extras. And one of those extras would normally be here in the trunk. This space right there, that is where you would normally find a spare tire. No spare tire, less weight, making the Cruze a little bit lighter on its feet. New for 2013, the Cruze's enhanced safety package, which includes side blind zone alert, rear cross traffic alert, and rear park assist. Features that were once a staple for some of the big-name luxury brands just a few years ago. The Cruze was the first car in its class with 10 standard airbags, which helped it achieve an overall 5-star safety rating from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the highest score possible. And to say the Chevy Cruze lives in a competitive marketplace is an understatement. Just listen to this lineup of rivals for the almighty consumer dollar. The Ford Focus, Hyundai Elantra, Mazda 3, Honda Civic, Toyota Corolla, Volkswagen Jetta, and the Dodge Dart. The 2013 Chevrolet Cruze Eco really is a fun-to-drive, attractive, well-built, and extremely fuel-efficient compact car. And with a base price starting at just under 20 grand, it will certainly hold on to its rank, in my opinion, as one of the best-selling vehicles in Chevy's arsenal. Until next time, this is Dave Erickson for EverymanDriver.com.